Indians are worse off than the Pakistanis, nearly at the bottom of the barrel when compared with the Bangladeshis. Nowhere near the citizens of Nepal, and in a manner of speaking, nearly twice as bad as the Sri Lankans. Those are the claims made by the Global Hunger Index, which has ranked India at 111 among 125 countries. In other words, out of the total 125 countries surveyed, when it comes to hunger, India is doing better than just 14 other countries. Now, some may argue that no matter what India does, the Western institutions love the Bhukha Nanga imagery of the Indians. But are Indians really worse off than its entire neighborhood? Or is this some kind of a conspiracy to put India down? And what is the rationale behind ranking India below Pakistan and Sri Lanka, which, by the way, India has been aiding ever since its economic troubles began? Before we answer that question, for those of you who don't know, let's take a quick look at what is the Global Hunger Index. It is a report released by Concerned Worldwide and Welt Hunger Health. These are non-government organizations from Ireland and Germany respectively. And some of the key findings of the report conclude, with a score of 28.7 on the Global Hunger Index, India has a serious level of hunger. That the rate of undernourishment in India stood at 16.6% and under 5 mortality at 3.1%. The prevalence of anemia in women aged between 15 and 24 years stood at 58.1%. It ranked the country reporting the highest child wasting rate, which is based on children's weight relative to their height at 18.7%. Indian government, meanwhile, has rejected the report and has called the very way in which the index measures hunger erroneous, further saying that the findings suffer from serious methodological issues. The government said that the proportion of child wasting as determined from Poshan Tracker is consistently below 7.2% month on month, as compared to 18.7% in the Global Hunger Index 2023. The Poshan Tracker app is a real-time monitoring tool developed and deployed by the Ministry of Women and Child Development and is used to formulate important policy decisions. In its statement, the government said that it has prioritized several key activities to address the challenge of malnutrition under Mission Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0. Additionally, it said that under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, a total quantity of approximately 1,118 lakh tons of food grains had been allocated under the scheme in 28 months for nearly 80 crore beneficiaries. Also, what might be interesting to note is the fact that India has slipped 4 places since 2022, when it stood at 107th position. But if you remember, earlier this year, the UN had congratulated India for uplifting 415 million people out of poverty in the last 15 years. And that does lead one to wonder, how could both things be true at the same time? That while the overall poverty in the country is decreasing, the number of those hungry and malnutrition is increasing. But hold that thought, because the government had more to say while rejecting the findings of the report. The Union Ministry argued that 3 of the 4 indicators on which the index is calculated are related to the health of children, and thus it cannot be representative of the entire population. It added that 4th and most important indicator, proportion of undernourished population, is based on an opinion poll conducted on a very small sample size of just 3,000. Yes, just 3,000 people. Let us know what you think about the findings of the report in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to The Mint.